Well, I started swimming as a boy, and I did a lot of competitive pool swimming growing up. And when I came back from Vienna after my travels, I traveled for a bit as an opera singer. When I came back, I joined the Bluefin Open Water Swimming Club, and that's when I found a love for open water swimming. And that sort of escape that the sea gives you, that release of the pressures of life, and get out there and be immersed in nature. That was a part of it, and then that grew into, well, let's see what I can do in this discipline, in this sport. Let's see how far I can take it. In 2015, I tried a couple of round the rock swims. I did very well, and that encouraged me then to take it further and to try some of the really big swims that are out there. And the obvious one is the English Channel. You think, it's the mecca of open water swimming. Would I be able to complete the English Channel swim? Because you think all these big swims, it's not really how fast you can do them, or how far I can get within the swim. It's all about, can I complete the swim? It doesn't matter if you take 9 hours, if you take 24 hours to complete it. The achievement is to get from one shore to the other. When you're preparing for one of these big swims, the months leading up to it, what you want to do is you want to get as many kilometers in as you can. Now, what I like to do is I like to swim every day in the earlier months, and then leading up to the big swims, then I really extend the distances that I swim per swim. And if I need to, I take a couple of rest days during the week. So I could do possibly during the week I could do 2-hour sessions 3 times a week, and then in the weekends I could put in a 5 or a 6-hour swim. Remember, for the English Channel I did a 7-hour swim in Eastern Beach. So I started at 10 a.m. and finished at 5 p.m. that day. That was a 7-hour swim leading up to the English Channel. So just to give you an indication of really the amount of hours and time in the water that you need in order to complete one of these challenges. In the big swims, you do see shadows passing underneath you. I mean, in the strait, I've seen pilot whales and dolphins come close to me. There have been also larger whales in the distance, spotted by the vessel crew that's with me. That sort of thing. Most of the time, I have to say that I'm very concentrated in what I'm doing and what the conditions are. So I'm thinking about my stroke, my swimming, the temperature of the water, how much fuel I have in my body, whether I need to refuel. I'm thinking about the chop of the sea, my breathing, which direction I'm breathing towards to protect me from the waves, from the oncoming waves. So I'm fully focused in what I need to do and the task at hand. I'm not going to say that my mind never wanders off, but for most of the time I'm fully concentrated, and I think that keeps me very alert. I'm always very aware of my surroundings, and it also keeps me sharp and fast in a way, because I'm always on the edge. Let's say I'm always lively and alert to the situation. So it is very tiring because you're fully concentrated for so many hours. But I think that is the only way that you can really optimize your performance, because you don't have opportunities to swallow water or to swim into a jellyfish. No, you see the jellyfish and you avoid it. So you're actually very alert to the conditions and to the changing conditions, and you adapt and you change your technique as well. So if I'm swimming against the current, I swim very differently to if the current is in my favor. And I think that these are the things that people who are starting out in open water swimming, they don't realize. They just, try and get the kilometers in and just try to swim and swim and swim. But I think that it's just that change of chip and say, actually, I need to be alert to the situation, to the conditions, and I need to know that I have to adapt what I'm doing to be able to optimize my performance.